First of all, I want to thank each and every one of you guys that put your time, your talent, and your treasure into this project. God's going to bless that. He's going to bless it richly.
Speaking with Tony Brown, and he's president of N1 Accord and founder of the Underground Concert. Is it undergroundconcert.org, or what is it?
Well, the website is actually www.undergroundconcerts.org. Back in the mid-'90s, God kind of gave me a vision. I'm not a big, there's this huge vision, but kind of put an idea in my head about starting a club that was geared towards teenagers, that was a safe alternative to what I saw that was being offered on the streets as it was. But I ran from that, and I made up excuses. I was kind of like Moses, here my God, send Aaron. I kept making up excuses for not being able to do that. Didn't know how to promote a concert, didn't know anything about running a club, just had a desire. Loved music, loved being around music, loved kids, and just wanted, through my past experience, knowing that in this area there was really nothing to do that didn't lead to some kind of trouble. I wanted to provide something different.
Where do you see this club? What's your vision for this club in the future?
Well, I'm looking at this as this particular environment that we're in tonight is a very unique environment. And in fact, I don't think there's another place like this in the country where you've got a for-profit company that's merging with a non-profit ministry in order to impact the culture and provide this for the community. It's all about reaching out into the community. There's no particular church name. There's no particular church denomination that's tagged on this. We are a standalone ministry, and that's by design. So this is a unique blend here, and this is an experiment. This is a prototype, if you will. My vision for the Underground is to see an underground network. I love to network with people from around the country because we're passionate about it. We want to impact our culture, and we want to see these kids have a place that's safe where they can come in, and they may not go to church. There's a lot of people that don't feel comfortable going to a church, but they'll come to something like this. And through that, we have the opportunity for them to hear the truth about who Christ is, what He's done, and how they can have a relationship with Him. Right.
How do you earn your living?
I'm a firefighter, professional firefighter, paramedic. I work for the city of Plano in Texas, and that's my real job. That's what pays the bills. The rest of this is just pure passion.
What do you say to people that are like hardline Christian people that don't believe that this is a ministry? Yeah. What do you say to them?
Well, I usually don't have conversations with them, just to be honest with you. I bless them in their ministry as they go and do what God's called them to do, and I'm not going to judge them because I don't want to be judged. And so I let them do what God's called them to do. I do what God's called me to do, and nothing they say is going to change that. It's like nothing I say to them is going to change what they feel like God's called them to do. At some point, as an individual, you have to make the decision for yourself of what you're going to do with Christ, because you have to do something with Him. You can't just ignore Him. So you have to come to that decision of what am I going to do with Christ, and is what I've been taught the truth? And you begin to seek out that truth. And Christ has a way of as you seek Him, He shows you things, and He takes you along a journey. Some of these kids that are on the stage grew up in church like I did. Others didn't, and you get a real mixing pot of different stories from different people that don't look like typical church-going guys. I mean, they've got earrings, they've got tattoos, they've got long hair, whatever. But their hearts, man, their hearts are like gold, and they're so passionate about sharing their story of what Christ has meant to them and done with them in their life, and what they did with Christ, and what's happened as a result. And so, sometimes there's opportunities for kids to come forward. Sometimes you just kind of plant those seeds and let the Spirit do what He's going to do. I would love to see an underground everywhere there's a Hard Rock Cafe, eventually.
I'm going to